big gala. And one of the things, when Alan talked to me, I'm the type of person that I really don't like asking people for stuff, because I've played in the NBA, and yes, I made millions and millions and millions of dollars playing basketball. And my wife and I, we just financed pretty much everything on our own. But we said that this is bigger than my wife and I. So we need other people to support us. And I don't take any grants, because one thing about me, if you follow my career, I am a very headstrong person. I am somewhat of a nonconformist. I do things my way, and I realize that that has hurt me in some respects, but it's also helped me because we know what it takes to be successful and what it takes to motivate young kids today. We have an annual fundraiser gala. It's the only thing that we do to raise money, and we typically have it at a 5-star restaurant. Ruth Chris Steakhouse last year. The year before was Hyde Park. The year before that was Eddie Merlot. If you're interested in ways to support the Lawrence Funderburke Youth Organization, that will be a way. In closing, I just want to say this. We're going to pay at the front end or the back end, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to pay. You're going to pay at the front end or the back end. And what I mean by paying at the front end, you can pay at the front end by being involved like you are, being community ambassadors, supporting initiatives like the Lawrence Funderburke Youth Organizations or other organizations. Or you're going to pay at the back end by your tax dollars. You're going to pay. I grew up around a lot of guys who spent a lot of time in prison. In prison. And it cost all of us a lot. And I always say that we need to be more proactive as opposed to reactive. And that's what it takes. And when he asked me to come up and to come here and to speak, I said, what message can I share to really motivate this group to say, we need to be difference makers. We have to be. Our country is in critical mode right now. And that we're in such a critical mode that we have to make a decision right now to do something. And that even though these kids may come from different walks of life than you, look totally different than you, I'm the only African American in this room, it doesn't matter. This is all of our responsibility. I have 2 kids. My kids go to private school. They live a very privileged life. But I have other kids that I have to contend with. And I have to help. Because I don't want to be responsible for these kids down the road. Okay? So I always tell people, you're going to pay one way or the other. I'm a very transparent person. I call it like it is. I tell it like it is. And I think that's the way you want it, is you want to be someone to be transparent with you. So you're going to pay at the front end or the back end. And my question is to you, how do you want to pay? How do you want to pay? It's your call. It's your call. Okay? So hopefully as you go through the day, you'll think about some of the things that I said and really to say, how can we make a difference? Alan Rorty, he said, your difference is what distinguishes you from others. And I think that this organization, there should be some defining principles that should differentiate this organization from every other organization, particularly in Dublin or out in the Columbus area. Now, having said that, I'll open it up for some questions, Q&A. Some of you probably, anybody want to know about Bobby Knight? What happened? Anybody?